Hi, it's Cheryl of Cheryl and Mom's Collectible Dolls. I'm back after showing you the big mess that I still have to clean up this evening, and it's already almost 9 o'clock. We're going to open up these dolls that I got on these online auction sites back east. I can get some really different, like Tammy from the Broken Doll has commented on some of my dolls, and so do some of my customers. I can get some really beautiful and different dolls from these places. A lot of them are estate sales from back east. There's a couple of big doll ones that happen a couple times a year. One of them is Fraser's doll auctions, which is happening right now. But their dolls are all antiques and way more than I can afford. I mean, they're usually starting at $500-$600, maybe. So there's some maybe for $150, $200, but not anything in my price range. Let's just put it that way. And I buy these dolls and sell them, fix them up if I need to, and sell them. So I don't want to pay a huge amount in shipping and not being able to get my money's worth. You probably can't see. I'm sorry. It's hard to cut this open, and you want to make sure you don't cut into the doll. You guys can see my TV on in the background, so I wish I had a place like Tammy has to work on my dolls, but I don't. I have a nice 4-bedroom house and a big living room, so this is just one end of my living room, and I've set up, I have a tarp underneath my table here, and then I have a folding card table, collapsible card table. So, wow, she is beautiful. And let's see, I believe, okay, she's an MG doll from Japan. I know I've had dolls like that before. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? The tag just shows what auction house she was from. Boy, I don't even see any flaws on her. Let's see. Her hands. She is jointed. Now, the hands, they have a little paint rubs off of them, but not bad. I love that dress. I love the color of the dress. Now, let's see if I can show you her legs. Let's hold her up. I also did something very stupid this Christmas. I love Christmas. My whole family has always been that way. And so I decided to decorate my car. Well, I've actually been decorating my car for several years since my nephew was a little guy and he just turned 18. But anyway, last year I used these fluorescent magnet stickers that look like Christmas lights in the dark. They look like they're lit up. She's got a pretty petticoat on. And she's got little panties. They look like they may be original. And there's her legs. She definitely, can you see those shoes? They are definitely her original shoes. Some paint rub on the back of her legs. But she is beautiful. Let's see, does it say a year? No, it just says number 7. Let me unzip her a little bit. Nope. See, as you can see, that's all it says. Hope you're seeing that. So, but I'll look up, I have a book and I can look up that sculpt number, that head number, and see who she is. Let's set her here for a minute, see if she'll sit there for you guys. And I know, and another piece of this plastic, which I don't mind the plastic. The plastic's fine. When I ship my dolls out, I wrap them really well in bubble wrap and plastic. But peanuts, no. I use paper, I don't know, but I won't use peanuts. Well, here's her wig. Let me see how it goes. Looks like it maybe went that way. I'm not sure. got a part here. So if it was parted in the middle, no, it's got a clip there, but that doesn't tell me anything. I think it's more like this. Maybe. Let's put her hat on and see. Maybe like that. I'll have to do some research on her. But she is really pretty and in really excellent condition. So even her hat has all those feathers on it and stuff. Okay, so that's doll number 1 out of 6. And they did, I don't think I showed you this. They did stuff her head so her eyes wouldn't roll back or anything, fall out. So we'll have to put her together more when I'm ready. And then, okay, next one. You know, I bid on these dolls way ahead of time. The auction, this auction happened November or October. And then you have to wait because you have contract shipping. And some of them, the auction houses do it themselves, but some of them don't. Some of them contract through UPS stores or whatever. And then you have to wait for the UPS store to go to the auction house to pick up the dolls. So you know, sometimes you're waiting a long time. So that's why I don't even remember really what I got. I could have pulled the invoice first, but I thought it was already 9 o'clock, and I thought I'd make this for you guys first. Oh, she's pretty. Can you see her? Her head's loose. In fact, she needs to be restrung. But isn't she pretty? Look at that platinum blonde hair. She is beautiful. Now let's see up close. Her eyes work. I don't see anything the matter with her face. Like I said, her head's loose. Let's see, she's an F&B. Can you see that? But it doesn't tell me F&B who. Maybe sometimes if I open up the back. It does say F&B again on her back, but that's all. It doesn't tell me F&B who. But that's okay. I got a big, big book on F&B dolls, so I'll find her. And she's really in good shape too. You never know. Sometimes these auction houses, I mean, they tell you if something's broken, but you just have to look at the pictures and pray that nothing bad is the matter with them. So she's really pretty. Man, I love her. Okay, let's see who's next. Well, this one's right here next to me, and it's a bigger one, so let's see what we got here. She looks like a bigger baby. I have one more load coming. Oh, I started to tell you about the different doll auctions. So Fraser's is one that's going on now, but it's out of my league most of the time. Sometimes they have sales, but not regularly. But the other one is Aler, and they do a doll auction. They do, I think, 2 or 3 a year. And they're in Pennsylvania, and they have beautiful dolls. And so I went on their last one in November, their last doll auction, and spent way too much money. I think it's becoming an addiction. I'm going to have to watch it. Oh, yeah, I may have to stop doing these online auctions, but anyway, on Aler, I have about 60 dolls coming, and I just talked to a place about shipping them, which is going to cost me over $500. And a lot of the dolls are little. Most of them are composition, so it's not like they need to be wrapped terribly. Or some of them are vinyl. Okay, now this one does have some issues. For one, I mean, I don't want the wig glued on when they're shipping them, so to me, this looks like a little boy, but then maybe not with the lace, I don't know. And on the back, it is an Armand Marseille made in Germany, 990, and then A8, or 8 is the head number. Can you guys see? You can see the Germany and the Armand Marseille. I know he does German dolls, but the name is French, and I speak a little French. They stuffed his head so his eyes wouldn't roll. And in fact, I took my mom to France and could speak enough to get by. He's got some paint issues on his arms, but nothing terrible. Little paint rub on that hand. I don't know if you can see. And then those dots on that arm. His face is perfect. Then over here, yeah, he's got some, some paint rub off his fingers, a little crazing. And on that arm. Now his legs, that's more of an issue. Okay, I love this little velvet jumpsuit too, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, this foot, the bottom's okay, but when you look at the top, oops, sorry, the auction house tag fell off. He's got some paint rub on the end of his toes, no big deal. That leg isn't bad, but then you look at this leg. Now that almost looks like paint. Like somebody was trying to paint him. I don't know. I think somebody did try to paint over them, because when you look at his feet, there's a spot off the paint, and it's kind of rough. And then the back of his leg, I don't know. It looks like paint. It's smooth. So, well, I'm not nearly ready to work on him yet. I have a lot to do before him. So when I get close, I'll be contacting Tammy and asking for help. So, yeah, I want to start on my big baby doll tonight. Since it's already after 9, I don't know if I'll get to it tonight. Maybe tomorrow, because I spent all day fooling with my car. But anyway, I have to start getting ready for my next online auction, which is next Tuesday. Every second Tuesday of the month and fourth Tuesday of the month, I go live on our Facebook page for Mom and Cheryl's Collectible Dolls. I'm on there with my good friend Pat, who's in the same doll club I'm in. And we auction off the dolls. I have chairs and everything for them to sit in. And I look up what they are, do my research, see who they are. I check the condition of them. Some of them, if they need to be restrung, I'll do that. But a lot of times, a lot of auctioneers actually online just do as is. I don't know, I like restoring them. I'm learning from Tammy to restore them, and I'm really enjoying it. Now look at this bride. Isn't she pretty? She's got her bouquet, her face. Yeah, it looks perfect. Let's see if it says who she is. Oh, I don't want her to come apart. She's a little loose. She does say F&B up under there, but there's nothing else. And on her back, nothing else either. So another one I'll have to look up. Little hat's falling off. I don't want her to lose her bonnet. She looks in good condition. She really does. She's, she could probably use to be restrung. And let's check her legs. Look at those boots. I don't think those are original. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're not. She is jointed. She's got her little panties on. I think her knees are supposed to move. Oh, she's a walker. Haha, she's a walker. Her head's turning. I see it. I'll show you. So, here she goes. So look, when I move her legs, is she doing it? So she's a walker, whoever she is. So I will identify her, and she really, I don't think she needs any work. Her arms are loose, but I just really, on a walker, I don't know if I want to take her apart. We'll see. We'll see. She might go as is. So as I was saying, my friend Pat and I get online live, and I've already done my research on the dolls, who they are, and I subscribe to a service called WorthPoint online. That's WRTHPOINT. It costs about, I think it's about up to $44. It was like 30 something when I started. And the good thing about WorthPoint is once you know who the doll is, you put it in to their search engine, and it doesn't have to be just dolls, but dolls is what I use it for. Anything that's been sold online for the last, I think now it's close to 10 years, just about, they have pictures of it and the listing, and also what it actually sold for. Not what they were asking for, you know, because I mean, I know you can find out on eBay if they paid what the people were asking. You can get what they got, you know, find out what they actually paid for the doll. But if they negotiated a different price, it's really hard to find that. So WorthPoint, oh, he's so cute. WorthPoint tells me exactly how much you actually sold for. Look at him. Just look at him. They've got his hat rubber banded on, so let's take that, at least one of them off so you can see him better. Oh, he's bisque, he's older. And on the back, he's got that same mark as the first one. Can you see that? So I gotta look that up. And then it says something underneath, but not a year. So, but he's definitely old. And his face is in perfect condition. I'm not going to take this other rubber band on because I know it's holding on the wig and the hat, so his head's stuffed, and so the eyes won't roll around. He has some little paint issue on his fingers. Oh, and this one he has, well, I don't think it's a broken finger. I think it's just paint rub. Now maybe the top of the fingers have broken off. I think that's what it is. Isn't he cute though? Look at that little outfit. He's got on little tights and his overalls, and let's see his little pants, his little socks. Oh, well, there's some damage. There's some damage. And when I sell online, I show all my people, you know, I disclose all the damage. So him, I might have to do a little gluing, something before I sell him. But oh, how sweet is he? Okay, we're down to just two more. Now, sometimes Pat and I are on there for, I guess the minimum we're on is about 3 to 4 hours. The maximum, one night we were on there 7 hours. I try to get like 50 dolls ready, and I make sure I have all their information ahead of time, like, you know, who made them, how tall they are, from WorthPoint, what they're selling for now. If they're on eBay too, I'll show that, I'll list that. And we describe the dolls. Now my friend Pat, she is, like I said, in my doll club with me, and she's an expert on the older dolls. I'm getting better, but I always collected the newer dolls, the more modern dolls. And that's what my mom bought for me because that's what she liked, and she loved bling, so they were always pretty fancy. But Pat is an expert on the older dolls, so we make a great team doing these auctions. And I'll say, okay, this doll's gonna start, well, like I had a big baby doll. It was composition, and she was not marked. And I started her for $102, I think. And these two ladies were really interested in her, and they kept bidding each other up until one finally dropped out at $610. So I obviously didn't research enough, or I would have known that doll was worth more. Which, since my brother is an attorney, he is always fussing at me to make sure that I know what I'm selling before I do it. And then the other thing he fusses at me is I can't keep all the dolls. It's a business, so because I always want to keep them. So look at this guy. I'm sure he's a boy. And on the back of his neck, on the back of his back rather, it says, I'm not sure. There's a stork. Picture of a stork. And it says something underneath it. And then it says a little something more underneath that, but it's kind of rubbed off. So I'm going to have to get out my magnifying glass and everything and check him out more. But his little head is perfect. He's got no issues at all on his head. Well, let's see his arms. Well, his hands. You know, sometimes that's just dirt. Because a lot of times these are estate sales that they've gotten dolls from different estate sales and put them all together, and they don't clean them, and they've been sitting, you know, for years in somebody's collection or attic or whatever. And let me see this hand. Let's see. Whoops, sorry. Don't want to make anybody dizzy. Well, I can't get him to let me show you this hand. There we go. So he's actually, it looks like he's in good shape. Oh, look at this. His little boots are painted on. They're actually painted on his legs. Isn't that cute? The two-tone is so cute. He really, I don't see any bad issues. Well, this isn't bad, but there's a tiny crack back here. But yeah, he's pretty cute too. He is. Okay. All right. So, and lastly, let's see who this one is. Now, when I get the box of 60 of the dolls, I don't think we'll do an opening because that would take all night, depending on how they wrap them. But this is kind of fun. I'm being very careful on how I do this. Now, see, I like the way they wrapped the dolls. They just did not need all that popcorn. Especially a box in a box. Come on. And they charge you for the box, you know? So I think I'm in the wrong end of the business. I should be in the end where you charge people and pack them and ship them. Oh, let's see. Who is she? Now, she's very pretty too, isn't she? Let's see. Okay. And what does she say? Oh, I have on my glasses and I still can't see. Oh, F&B. Again. Again, she's an F&B. Now, she is vinyl, rubber. Her face squeezes. But she's not sticky. She is not. Is she a walker? Yep, she is. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, because she's loose. With one leg and the other leg, and her head is dropping, but you get the picture. So she needs to be fixed up a little. No issues on her arms that I can see. Look at her maroon ballet slippers, and she's got on her little white tights and red panties. Match her. Well, I guess that's a tutu. It's all in one piece, and then she's got the little flounce over it. She's got little pearl earrings, a little green where the earrings are, but we can take care of that. So that's my opening. She's got this band. Oh, okay, I see. She's got this band on the top of her head, and it had come loose, but I'm pretty sure it goes around the little bun. So that's my doll haul for this week. And it'll probably be maybe a month before I get the other dolls. So I will let you know when I have them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you get a chance, if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to build it. I thank Tammy from the Broken Doll channel because she has helped me so much and is sending people my way, and I really appreciate it, and I'm learning so much from her. So please, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. The next video I do will probably be when I take off that big baby doll's legs and start taking the paint off of them. I'm chicken, but I'm going to do it. So again, thank you very much. Have a great evening, rest of your week, and hope you join me again. Thank you from Cheryl and Mom's Collectible Dolls. Bye-bye.